and other stuff with Miss Rindy and Miss Keita. How you guys doing today? I'm gonna tell you. So I'll probably be doing most of the talking because this one over here probably be doing sign language and
That's not
whatnot.
nice.
And
That's not nice.
I'm just saying, she says she can't talk, so I'll probably make her talk just a little bit. Not sure, like you see, I got a halls in my mouth, but she has laryngitis. Ugh. I don't know how she don't be talking as much as I do. I talk on the daily. I deal with people every. Well, now you, I guess you do talk to people. You be tired of talking to them folk. That see, there you go. That's what gets you not to talking to people. They can't never know your thoughts. Anyway, because sometimes knowing your thoughts is a dangerous place.
Don't go there.
You just, I'm one of those people. I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear sometimes, but not all the time what you need to hear. Because sometimes it may come off a little rough, or I'll, depending on the person. Because some folk are sensitive. They're not used to people like ourselves. Or Randy, frankly, don't care. She gonna say it whether you like it or not. It can be raw. It can be raw with fish scales, antlers, porcupines,
I don't know no other way.
pine needles, whatever the case may be. You gonna get it one way or another. It's gonna go in rough. It's gonna come out rough. She may try to soothe it afterward. You gonna be okay, baby. But we don't know how that's gonna turn out. And you know what? It's okay. Cause some of y'all need it kind of rough. I'm just saying. Anyway, today's topic is don't be scammed. Now, this is brought up only because someone asked me, one of our viewers, why don't we talk about the scam between DJ Envy and Caesar Pena? Apparently, DJ Envy was an investor with Caesar Pena to do these real estate seminars across the country. And apparently the feds feel like they're running a Ponzi scheme. Now, Caesar Pena says DJ Envy should not be smeared over to social media about this topic. I mean, about this, particular case or whatever. So all of this is alleged. They're being sued for this Ponzi scheme. So I'm saying alleged because, nothing, the case hasn't been presented yet, but it's to the point where, they do have these allegations and the feds are involved. Now, I don't know the whole story. Because frankly, it's not affecting me. So, which is why I didn't really talk about it. However, when you talk about being an investor, I can talk about that. And also Randy can talk about it just the same. But let's first tell you what the Ponzi scheme means. Ponzi schemes are people who will take money from new investors and in order to pay the already existing investors. In layman's terms, you're robbing Peter, the new people, to pay Paul, the old people or existing people. I know some people do that now with their bills. Because, Bill got a lot of family members. He got the electric bill, the gas bill, the phone bill, the water bill, it's a lot going on. He just got a lot of bills. Mortgage bill, I mean, he got so many members. I just wish we can kill Bill off. Can you say Kill Bill? Good movie. Anyway, that's my plug. I just for the most part, Volume 1. Well, Volume 2 is okay. You saw Kill Bill? She's not a movie buff, and she's trying her best not to say anything. And I'm trying to get her to say something. So, anyway, with the Ponzi scheme, do you know that in history, hold on, I got an article. Per usual. In history, in the U.S. history, there has been, oh my gosh, I ain't talking about the weather. What we doing? That's not what I asked for. Oh Lord, let me get it up. Anyway, according to this article I was looking at, there has been 8 of the most notorious Ponzi schemes in U.S. history, and that's via the CNN Business article. So, one of the ones that we know offhand, that we personally know, would be, let's see, Lou Pearlman, $300 million. He was the man that was behind the platinum-selling boy bands NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys. Didn't mean to do that, Teddy Riley. But anyway, the Backstreet Boys, his legacy includes a massive Ponzi scheme. In addition to being sued by the very boy bands he created, he was stealing money. That's why they were suing him too. $300 million. There's another one. Gerald Payne and Greater Ministries International. Be careful where you worship. $448 million. This was back in the 90s. And his church had they convinced 20,000 investors to hand over millions in a program that claimed it could double your blessings. Girl, bye. You got to be careful. It said the IRS began to investigate based on suspicious bank activity. And by 2001, Payne was convicted and sentenced to 27 years in prison. And at the time, the IRS called it one of the biggest Ponzi schemes it had ever investigated. That's crazy. Here's another one. Reed Slacken, $593 million. He was a co-founder of Earthlink. Remember Earthlink? Wasn't that that's a server? I think it's an internet server. It's the internet service provider that launched in the mid-90s. Prosecutors say Reed Slacken's massive Ponzi scheme began long before the company existed. In 2003, the former Santa Barbara investment manager pleaded guilty to defrauding his investors of more than $500 million across 15 years, started in 1986. Whoo! 500. Oh my gosh!
A lot of money.
Yeah, back then that's a lot of money because now we're billions. Let me see. You got Scott Rothstein. I don't know who that is.
Who them people?
Yeah, who them people? Oh, this one. Check this out. So Scott Rothstein, $1.2 billion. Let me tell you what he did. He used his Fort Lauderdale law firm to run an eye-popping $1.2 billion Ponzi scheme. According to the Miami Herald, Rothstein convinced his investors to buy into bogus legal settlements. He was sentenced to 50 years in prison in 2010, a term that's held despite his attempts at reduction. So he has not been successful in trying to reduce that number. I guess he coming out in 2060 unless he died first. That's a lot of years. 50 years for me. Oh Lord, they can put me close to 100. I couldn't. 50 years in prison.
I'm just gonna be good.
Right. I can't do bars. If it's not a candy bar, Nutri-Grain. No, I don't do Nutri-Grain. But one of them oats and honey bars. I don't do steel bars. I don't do. If it ain't a Snickers bar, so I need something that has, excuse my words, nuts in it because I love chocolate with nuts. So anybody, Reese cups, Hershey's with almonds. If you ever want to send me a candy bar. Oh, and the gold nuggets with the almonds, one of my favorites. Okay. Anyway. These are just a few. I mean, I'm not even, oh my gosh. What is going on? Oh, so we got Tom Petters, $3.7 billion. He was accused of stealing money from hedge funds, missionaries, and pastors alike. According to the New York Times, he promised his investors that by pouring money into his organization, they'd fund the purchase of retail merchandise that would then be sold to discount retailers for a profit. But that's not what happened. And in 2010, Petters was sentenced to 50 years. You know, you can't get away with sitting up here robbing people. What are we doing? It's one of the biggest in Minnesota's history. Then you got somebody named R. Allen Stanford. He was a Texas tycoon. $7 billion with a B. $7 billion. He masterminded a 20-year scheme via his offshore bank in Antigua, cheating almost 30,000 investors from more than 100 countries out of billions. Oh my gosh, the scam involved fake certificates of deposit, and prosecutors accused Stanford of funneling funds into his personal interests, including real estate and cricket tournaments. Cricket, you know, they play that over in, you know what cricket is. It's that game with the pole, you throw the pole in it. It's like golf, but with a bigger stick, kind of, sort of, I guess. But you are going in a hole, but not in the ground. Whatever. Anyway, in 2012, Stanford was sentenced to 110 years in federal lockup. Lord, can he live that long? He gonna die first.
Like, sir, just don't collect $200, go straight to jail.
Yeah, you know, this when y'all playing Monopoly, y'all got to be careful. You got to know the rules of the game. Oh, we know this one, Bernie Madoff. $20 billion. Yeah. Now, they said it's unclear at what point Bernie Madoff began shaping the largest Ponzi scheme in history. Some believe it may have extended all the way back to the 1960s. Regardless of the time frame, what is known is that he conned thousands of investors out of $20 billion in principal funds. After his arrest in 2008, he was sentenced to 150 years in prison, where he died on April 14th at the age of 82. What in the hee-ha-hizzle is going on? That was lots of money. He was number 8. You know, he topped it with he had his 20 billion. That's a lot of money. How are people being scammed? And I guess somebody was just telling me the other day. So be careful with your banking, because they doing all kind of stuff. I had somebody do that to me. So I'm gonna tell you about a scam somebody just told me about yesterday. So they had posted an ad to sell. They're trying to get rid of some items in a house. They posted the ad to sell the refrigerator. One person called, said, hey, I'm going to, my uncle doesn't have cash. Is it possible he can Zelle you? Okay, fine. I'll let you know, and then we can go and pick up the refrigerator. Somebody else called in regards to refrigerator. First come, first serve. Whoever got the cash, you going to sell it to first, right? So somebody else called. As a matter of fact, they didn't call about the refrigerator. It was another item. They called about another item. I think it was a bed. Okay, fine. Why don't I Zelle you? So they said, well, yeah, no problem. You got my number. That's how Zelle works. Or sometimes from what this person said, they may ask for your email address. So the person got the email address and sent $500, but it was on hold from the bank or whatnot. It was on hold. Then they were like, oh, you need to deposit $350 in order to get this $500, but you'll get your money back. So I got to deposit $350 in order to get the $500 that's supposed to be sent to me via Zelle, and it seemed legit. So the person calls her bank like, hey, what's going on? Come to find out it was a scam. Now, mind you, they're having this communication, I want to say via text, assuming it was a woman. But quite naturally, someone called and they had an accent and they was of the male persuasion. And there's a certain type of people, I'm just not gonna put who they were, but some of y'all know who be scamming a lot around these parts that's not from here. But anyway, the moment she said, yeah, I'm on the phone with the bank right now. They clicked the phone. Cause you're behind scamming. And the customer service rep was like, thank God you called, because these people are scamming the elderly. How do you expect to live with a conscience scamming the elderly?
In jail.
Apparently, but they're not being caught quick enough. I remember that scheme that they had down in Texas, those Nigerians, just doing all kinds of mess. Are you kidding me? And you expect a blessing?
I had one trying to scam me and would not leave me alone.
See, she talking.
Kept calling me through WhatsApp like, I'm like, leave me alone.
On WhatsApp? You know you can block.
Lakita, I was half asleep.
Oh, well, yeah.
And I was like, okay, you gonna just keep...
Just keep calling.
Ma'am, help. Ma'am, help me.
Child, bye.
Then kept trying to FaceTime me.
Now she's trying to get out the lens. But now, what was this? Last year, now check this out. I had what I thought was my bank, because I got my bank number saved on my phone. So when they're calling, I answer the phone because I'm saying, oh, this is such and such bank. And I'm thinking it's them, and I'm just on, oh yeah, we had a problem with your account and got locked up. You know, can we get your you know, we got your account as this, and can we, you know, it was like, okay, so
I'll be up there.
It threw me, because I'm like, okay, this is the bank calling. I'm thinking. So me and my little silly self then sat up there and gave them my password. What'd I do that for? What ended up happening, oh, it wasn't the password. It was the code. It was the code to unlock the doggone account. I was like, okay, I was like, okay. And then before I know it, I said, hold on. This one said they never call. Anytime they do something, you have to call them. So I got off the phone and I immediately called them directly. And I said, we're having an issue because I think I've just been scammed. And they were like, oh, ma'am, they blocked any transactions that I could make on that account. And I had to come in and switch my whole account number. I was mad because I'm good at remembering numbers. I'm like, damn, I got to remember some new numbers.
977 26. Wait, that's the old one.
You're right, like, okay. So these people get fancy because, like I said, I had the number saved. So you thinking it's the real deal, and it's not. I was like, these people getting real fancy. I'm tired. So, with that being stated, we want you all to be mindful about who you're investing with. And I know there's a lot of people, and they sound so convincing. Trust me, I'm one of them ones. I'm like a kitchen appliance junkie. You know, I can't watch them infomercials during the middle of the night because they convincing. And I be thinking I need it.
I don't order.
That's the whole part of marketing.
Like, why did I order that?
Right.
So now I just listen to meditation music at night.
Right. You gotta turn the TV off. I turn the TV off.
No, I have
meditation music.
It's blackout.
It's right. Blackout. It's nothing on, no lights on, nothing to disrupt your sleep. And I kid you not, because I don't know what it was. It was like I was a kitchen appliance junkie, but you got to be careful of how you're investing.
They buy two, we'll give you one free.
Oh yeah,
we'll give you 3 free.
Matter of fact, if you buy 2, you'll get 4 free. Matter of fact, you don't even have to make a full payment today. But if you make a partial payment, we'll just spread this out throughout 6 payments.
You like, hold on, that's $9,000.
Most of the time you end up paying more. But it's like if you do it now, we'll give you in 30 seconds. You got to order within 10 minutes, and you like, oh my gosh, let me call. And not saying that they're scheming, they're marketing and they're appealing to your emotions all day. And that's what people who need investors do. They will appeal to you in ways that sound so wonderful, and you're like, I'm gonna have this is the best thing since sliced bread. You're gonna like, oh my gosh, I'm making millions of dollars. I'm gonna make thousands with my $1 that I invested. Oh, yeah, I can invest 10,000 and get $1 million. Really? Oh, okay. Let me go and invest that 10,000. Yeah. Oh, that ain't no money. Yeah, see, my dollar turned to 10,000. Then I can turn that 10,000 into $1 million. Oh, okay. And then if I can reinvest that $1 million,
no, if I get 10 people
to invest that $1 and then turn around and matter of fact, not the $1. How about y'all just invest the 10,000? We can convince you to invest that 10,000. It's so crazy. So, as people, I know we in a time now that people, I don't want to say desperate, but to some degree you kind of are. Just to break it down, do your research on all these companies. And one thing I have learned, this is just me personally, don't let anyone rush you into a decision. I don't care what decision it is. If you need time to ponder, if you need time to think about it, meditate on it, pray about it, however you decide to go about your business in regards to making sure you're well informed, do that. Do not allow anyone to rush you into a decision. And a lot of times, that's what these commercials do. That's what a lot of these people who got the gift of gab, they do. Like, come on. Because I done the MLMs. I done the, those type of network marketing businesses. And the reason why I don't like them, this is just me personally. I don't like getting into stuff and I'm not even sure about the product. I like to be confident in the product that I'm selling. So if I'm not using it, why would I sell it? So yeah, why would I want to be up under somebody who they can't make money unless I make money? So of course they're gonna help you to make money. And then, but that only goes so far because now you got to get people up under you. So now you got to convince somebody, hey, come up under me. It's, those type of, I can't stand it. That's just me personally. I anybody who could do network marketing, more power to you. That's not my gift. I have the gift. I don't think I have the gift of gab. I don't know. I don't think I have the gift of gab, but I'm not.
We're not scammers.
Yeah, thank you. It's just I don't feel comfortable with that whole mindset. So I don't want to have to get people up under me. I just want to sell what I believe is the best product for me that I use.
Take 2 of these and your fupa would disappear. Whole time you got a fupa.
Wait a minute. You better get that castor oil.
Why you ain't eating it? Ma'am,
rub that on your belly.
Ma'am, why you not eating it?
Yeah, I don't want to present any product to anybody if I have never tried it. And that goes along with just, even if you're talking about investing into money investments, hedge funds, things of that nature. I just be careful. If you're investing in gold, metals, cryptocurrency, a lot of what we're talking about, even though it also goes along with real estate, just be aware. Make sure that you do your diligence in regards to Better Business Bureau. You find look up the company name, see what they are, see what their BBB rating is, see if anybody's had any complaints. One of the things I know I've done is I'll look up a company and say, here are the reviews of this company, and then they'll go by. And sometimes you have to be leery about that too. But if there's more people complaining about it than it is praising, I don't know. I would give the side eye. That's just me. However, I think us as people, if it's not referred to you by somebody you know and trust, I wouldn't invest in it. And even then, still do your research. Don't let, I'm saying it because I've been there. You get emotionally involved in what they're saying, you're like, yes, and you're excited. You're in all of these things that they're saying, and it's like, oh my gosh, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be easy. BS. It's a bunch of BS. So when it comes to investing in real estate, make sure you know the people that you're investing with. Make sure it's people that you trust and people who you know is going to get you a return on your investment. I know we were talking last week in regards to a property that I saw sitting. I mean, you know, that I went inside, and yeah, it has foundation problems. But it looks to me like somebody bought that house, and they probably were an investor who was probably first time, and whoever bought it made a mistake. And now they're trying to get their money back, and it's not working. I'm gonna tell you, that's the worst. Sometimes you have to cut your losses. If you invest money that you can't afford to lose, don't invest it. If you invest in money you can't afford to lose, don't invest it. Because here's the thing, if you can afford to lose it, then you can say, oh, okay, I'm good. Yeah, I lost that money, but I'll get that back over here. If it's not money you can afford to lose, don't invest it. You got and you got to really trust your insides. This comes a time where you got to try to trust yourself. And that first mind, your first mind is your God mind. I'm gonna say that again. Your first mind, your first thought, your first feeling, your first gut feeling, because really your gut is your brain. That's why you got to clear all that crap out of your stomach so you can actually listen to what's being said. Because yeah, you got your brain here, but you got your brain here, you got your brain here. Those three things, those three brains you got going on, it may not look the same, but they all give some sort of indicator in regards to how you should move. And that God mind, that first thought, that first feeling that you get, and it doesn't feel good, if you're not feeling comfortable with the situation, don't invest. Don't. Because if you got your God mind, the God that resides within you, that is you, it's your higher self, however you want to view it. It's telling you don't do it. How many times have you sat there and you made a move when your first mind said don't do it? I've done it. And I have to constantly learn to trust my first mind. So, with that stated, because Randy ain't doing no talking. And I'm trying to get off here before I start coughing. It's the worst thing. I know, but the air will catch my throat. And I be going through my little coughing spell. Tears be coming down my eyes. It's real sad. But as we were saying, just be diligent in how you do the work in regards to looking for companies, people. Make sure you know the circle that you're in. If you trust the circle that you're in, you already know that they're not going to steer you wrong if they want you to invest. But even then, if it doesn't feel right, trust it. If it doesn't feel right, trust it. And if you hadn't got rid of all that stuff in your gut, I suggest you get a colonic or colon hydrotherapy.
Let's give Lakita a hand. She did good today. Magnificent.
Yeah, because she can't do no sign language.
Not insult these people.
It's not insulting them. You're just trying to figure it out. So, I'm glad you came to listen. We appreciate you just for taking the time. If you have any suggestions, you can call us at 947-234-4633. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I keep forgetting to say that. Now, I'm going to tell you soon, we're going to be going into season 3 of our podcast. And it's amazing. We've already done a year. You know, last year we started, and this year we were doing, you know, what did we do? Oh, we went YouTube instead of just doing it from, you know, Anchor/Spotify. And I'm so proud of us, even though I don't have all the subscribers. You know, we want more subscribers. We need more subscribers.
It'll happen.
It will happen. But I appreciate my day ones, those that were listening prior to the YouTube. And I thank you all. I thank the Almighty. I thank the Creator for even us being able to give you information and you giving us feedback for those who have already given that. I want to hear your voice just the same. So anything you feel like needs to be talked about that we're missing, again, 947-234-4633. We appreciate you all. You have a great week. Talk to you soon.